Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing type of like a story time type story. I'm going to be playing some Star Wars while I'm going to be telling like a little bit of a story time. You may be wondering, what the heck do I mean by doing, a little story time? And I mean, I don't know why I'm wearing chainmail, but I guess it's kind of, I'm new to this texture pack, so this is chainmail, yeah, this is chainmail, and then this is, iron, and, this is chainmail too. God, why is everything chainmail? It's like, anyway. Sorry if I sound really stuffy, because right now I feel very stuffy. I'm like completely like dead right now. I don't know why, but it's still gotta get the stuff done. No matter what, folks, gotta get it done. But today I'm gonna be actually telling you guys a little story that I've been waiting to tell you guys. I'm gonna be telling you guys about boat camp and why I despise boat camp. So I would say about like I don't know, like 3 years ago, sometime around then, my mom wanted me to do something because being a young old lad, she wanted me to do something during the summer and don't just waste my time playing video games. It's kind of what I'm doing right now, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, oh, diamond chest. Mind if I do? This is. So yeah, basically during that time I need to get something done. So my mom signed me up for a boat camp. Yeah, at the time I didn't really know what a boat camp really is. Do you know what a sailboat camp is? I didn't, of course. But so my mom signed me up. At the time I thought it would just be a fun little thing that would help me, but it wasn't. Can you like leave? Thank you. My nose. I'm so sorry, guys. I would be like talking way better. I actually that wasn't me. Why do you have no armor? Anyway, so my mom signed me up for a boat camp, and at the time I thought, whatever, it's boat camp. How bad could it possibly be? It was pretty bad, by the way. It was a pretty bad camp to go to. Oh my god. Where's you guys? Oh, there you are. Yeah, you better run. Anyway, I went to the boat camp, and I went to the boat camp, and I was just with my brother, by the way. At the time, I'm not gonna tell you how old he was, but at the time he's. By the way, my brother is 4 years older than me. He's pretty good amount older. Yeah, tell me if you guys like this texture pack, or if you like the Astro one better, the one in the last video. Tell me, comment down below if you like this texture pack better, because I think it's pretty cool. I mean, the only weird thing is having to find the difference between chainmail and iron, but it's. I think I can handle that eventually. It's made like a great wall. What the heck? Where is? Yeah. So basically, I decided that the smart thing to do was to go to the camp, just like my mom told me. So I got up to the camp the first day. This was on Monday, I think. I got to the camp. Oh, he has full diamond. What the honk, dude? I got to the camp and I was ready to learn. I learned how to do a sailboat. There was like 10 kids there, I think, and all of them. They were like 10 years old, by the way. All of them knew how to use a sailboat, to be more precise. They all knew how to use a sailboat. I was like the only one there who had no idea what the heck he was doing. And by the way, my brother got split up from me because he had to go with the other kids because he was much older than me. So that just made things better for me. But so yeah, that just made things a bunch better for me, even though it totally didn't. It just made things worse. But So we got to the camp. They immediately gave us life jackets because they don't want to get sued, even though they probably were gonna, unless my mom. Oh no, freaking 1v2. Kidding me? It's fine. Everything's awesome. You're part of a team, people. Everything is awesome, and that not when you have a noob skin. That is not awesome. Hey, you want to play? Let's go. Go. Yeah, you better run. No, don't shoot. Yeah, don't even think about that. You didn't see nothing. Oh no, he got across. Are you kidding me, bro? Boo, get out. Oh, I messed up that water bucket clutch so badly. Get me out of here, baby. Goodbye. Fell into the void. Leave. You want to come across too? Do you? Oh god. No, it's not another guy in diamond. Are you kidding me? Why is everyone in like full diamond? Why are you here? Leave, please. Why are you here? I want you to leave too. Freaking. Give me this. I'm keeping an eye on both of them. Yeah, I see you. I see you. See you, pal. See you everywhere. Everywhere. Alright. Game is going pretty interestingly. I don't think interestingly is one. So anyway, we got to boat camp and I was alone with my brother. And, I was pretty disappointed. I wanted to be with my brother, but and all the kids knew what they were doing. So the first thing we did, I think it was like 10 o'clock. We went over to the area where they taught us how to use a boat. There was like a boat on land, and they like showed us how to do it, but they didn't show us how to do it. The only thing they showed us was the sail. The sail. Doesn't everyone know what a sail is? If you somehow don't know what a sail is, there is something mentally wrong with you, because literally everybody knows what a sail is. And that's the one thing they taught us. They didn't tell us about like the freaking steering thing. They didn't tell us about anything. Or like the bottom of the boat, what it does, or how not to sink a boat. No, they taught us about the most useless thing, a sail. And I'm not kidding when I say this. I think they were mentally struggling, but it's fine. It's fine. I was just, and also all the guys in charge of this, by the way, were all teenagers. They were all, they looked like they were fresh in high school right now. Some of them looked like they were in like 10th grade or something crazy like that. But I wasn't gonna judge. It's not my job to judge. But also, by the way, for context, this was right next to a bay. The place was at a bay, and I don't really know why it was at a bay, but it was just at a bay. I see a netherite. I think that's netherite. Are you kidding me? Oh, I wasted my one arrow, bro. So yeah, that's kind of how it went. And then after that brief instruction, they decided it would be time to tell us the rest. They would let us, go sail the boats. They gave us a partner, and I got partnered with this one like 13-year-old who was like barely in the age group, and he knew what he was doing. I wasn't gonna judge because I had no idea what the heck I was doing. And the whole time, he seemed like he just hated that I was partnering with him. I mean, now I look back on it, I kind of get why he hated that I was partnering with him, because, dude, he wants to partner with... Okay, I'm actually gonna have to fight this kid. Can you go into the void? You take no knockback. There you go. He fell into the void. Oh, I won! Wouldn't you look at that? Good for me. So yeah, my teammate just completely hated everything about me. So when I got into the boat, he was like, "Dude, do you know what the heck you're doing?" And I said, truthfully, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to walk a boat. The only thing I knew now was about the sail, but like, I already knew about the sail. So it's like, what was the point of this? I still don't know. Oh, this is overpowered, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Great, wonderful, overpowered mode. My favorite mode. I love overpowered mode. Anyway, it was now my time to shine. So he kind of taught me the basics. He taught better than the freaking what the steering wheel was. He didn't tell me what the steering wheel did and really how to use it. He just told me where it was. And then he said, yeah, you got this. And he sent me on my way. So when I went with him. The whole time I basically made him do all the work while I just kind of sat in the corner doing completely nothing about myself. And I mean, I guess that was probably the smart choice to do, because I had no idea how to use this boat. I still knew nothing after his instructions, but it's fine. So yeah, that was kind of a bit of that, and I would say basically there was a thing we had to do. So let's pretend that this block right here, this was the dock where we started. The guys in charge, and let's say that this is the cone area. So we had to go from the dock. We had to ride our boat all the way to this across the bay, all the way to the cones. Then we would turn around and come all the way back. But there was another dock right here. This was a fishing dock, and the thing with the fishing dock though is that there was a bunch of people fishing there. There was like a bunch of old people just deciding they just wanted to fish there. Well, a bunch of kids, just sailing on by. I don't know why they decided that was a smart choice, but they just did. Oh, just gave myself slowness and blindness. Why do I always do that myself? I'm gonna like get rid of the slowness. Okay, and I knew it. I have nothing. I gotta get out of here. I literally don't have a sword still. Why do I not have a sword? Hey, my teammate is actually no, they're not winning. Yeah, die. Teammate, I would help you, but I literally I need to leave this. He's being double teamed. Yeah, I'm so cooked. Please give me a sword. Why? Okay, I guess I'll take a trident. I mean, I guess. Yeah, die. What? Okay. Let's go. Oh, I almost had him. Come on, go get him, teammate. Why did he run? He almost had him in the void. It's kind of stupid. Oh, teammate. Bruh. Oh. Let's go! We win these 2 games in a row. We're actually kind of cooking right now. We are actually kind of cooking right now. Let's go. I just realized that I had my browser open the whole time, so that's a bit of a downfall, but it's fine. It's whatever. So yeah, basically, it was I think we were coming back, me and my guy, and the wind was starting to get strong, and he told me to get to the back and steer the boat while he dealt with the sail, and I had no idea how to use this boat. But by the way, so I went over to the part where he said where the steering wheel area was, and I think I got the steering wheel. It's hard to remember this, but I got the steering wheel. I was holding onto it, and he said that you gotta turn right to turn left, and I'm like, hell is that supposed to mean? So I turned left to try to go left, which is pretty obvious. But the steering wheel was on inverted controls, because when I went left, it went. When I went left, this thing went completely to the right, a sharp turn right, and I barely moved it left, by the way, and it went a sharp turn right, and I was kind of mad, and it turned out we were heading straight towards the fishing dock. You can see where this is going now, can't you? So we got to the fishing dock area, and we were trying to move frantically out of the way, but it was too late. The current already moved in. He is a complete pro at PvP. Why? Why does it always have to be the pros, bro? Why does it always have to be the pros you have to deal with? Can we just, like, have one noob? You know, I'm not going for that. I have literally nothing. Look at me. I don't even have pants right now. So, yeah, we, actually like to take... So I decided to hop on, to... So, yeah, we got to the dock, and I was... Oh, I completely missed that. Teammate, run! No, teammate! Bruh, this dude. So we ended up getting straight into got straight into the fishing poles, the fishing lines, and it was not fun because the end of the fishing lines were really sharp, and I was personally not really happy of getting in the middle of those fishing lines. So yeah, we got right smack. Oh, what the heck? There's just that one annoying dude left. I have no. Oh, on a 3-game winning streak. Let's go, winner. So we got to the fishing dock and we went straight into the lines. And I was pretty goddamn annoyed at this point because I was straight into the lines. I scraped my left arm and it was starting to really hurt. It started bleeding. So we immediately got back. The teenagers were on jet skis, by the way, and they saw us and they tried to tangle us out. So we got back, and by the time we got back, it was already too late. I was like bleeding. They had to get me a med kit, and my guy was like, "Bro, how did you not know how to steer the boat?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's because I've never gone to boat camp in my life, and everyone's expecting." I don't know what just happened there. And they were like, everyone's expecting me to do stuff. Like, how am I supposed to know, bro? So yeah, once we got back to the docks, and now it was time for lunch. And I was pretty alone at lunch. I didn't really know anybody, so I was kind of alone, and it was kind of sad. But everybody's alone at lunch sometimes, so it kind of was really, really sad. I wanted to cry, but I didn't cry because I'm a big boy. I am a big boy. So I hang out with these 2 kids, I think, at lunch, but they were like really annoying. The whole time they're like, "Yeah, did you see Ashley, bro? Did you see Ashley? She is so gorgeous. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna ask her out." I'm like, "What the hell, man? Well, this is day 1 of boat camp. How you? I don't know." It's like we're back at school, and it was kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do? You're at boat camp. There's not much you can do, so gotta go with the flow. How are you doing? He just got completely rolled. Why am I always getting hurt? So yeah, we got to the boat camp area, and the first part. So we ended up eating lunch. After lunch, it was time for us to go riding on the boats again. So we got back to the boat. I'm just gonna. I don't think the arrow is actually going through the. What? WTF, man? Anyway, we got back to the area and it was time for us to go riding again. But the issue is that there was an odd number of kids, and the odd number of kids we all had to go. So there was one kid who had to go by himself, and they could have picked any kid to go by himself. And I'm gonna get it rolled away. Guy takes like no damage. We're just gonna die. There we go. We had a netherite. He had a netherite thing. Wow. Don't mind if I do. So yeah, we had to go by himself, and they could have picked anybody on the planet to go by themselves, and they picked the one unexperienced kid. There, me. So they picked me to go by myself, and I was pretty. I don't know why you didn't move out of the way, but okay. I was pretty obviously mad, and I did not want to be picked, but I did get picked anyway. So they ended up bringing me. Okay, yeah, you died, and they ended up bringing me over to the place. What the? What? What did I just lag? What the honk, man? Okay, well there goes my streak. Yeah, whatever. So I started off my boat ride. At first, I kind of went well because I kind of knew how to use the steering wheel. And since I knew the steering wheel was an inverted steering wheel, I learned from my lessons. But then the wind started to pick up. They taught us about how to use the sail, but they told us what the sail was. They literally told us the origin. They didn't tell us how to use the sail. So I got the sail ready, and I got completely dismantled. Completely dismantled by the sail. I went straight. So this was the cone. Yeah, this was the dock. I went all through here. I went past the cone, off into the part of the bay where we weren't allowed to go into. And by the way, these teenagers in the background, they were just, chilling still. They were still having fun, ignoring that ignoring that a kid's going off into the middle of the bay and about to freaking die. But yeah, it's a normal day at work. So, that means everything's gonna be fine. But obviously, it wasn't fine because I was freaking out. Wait, I didn't see you! I didn't see you! Okay. You wanna go? You wanna pickaxe? Come on. Let's pickaxe. Let's pickaxe, bro. Yeah, let's pickaxe. Come on. That works too. Oh, don't mind me. Don't mind me, I said. Don't. I'm actually just gonna put this here. You wanna play these games? What? Oh my god, this game is so rigged. What the honk, man? What the higgity leggity? What the heck? I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point why. Why me, bro? Why me in my game? Go into the void. What? Oh my god, get the what? Okay. No, my teammate won. I don't know. Anyway, I went off and I got completely lost. I was stuck out at sea, and I'm not joking, like at least 20 minutes, and they did not notice me. I was stuck in the middle of the sea, and I think I tried to get back. I literally started screaming, calling the names. I was like, please, somebody help me. Screaming. I was like, please! But nobody listened to me. Nobody came out, and I think I laid down on the boat. I tell people this all the time. I literally laid down on the boat. I didn't think of anything else. I just laid down on the boat, and I just completely I was like, nah, this is how I die. Freaking boat camp. I think it was like 20 minutes later, after I just started freaking out while I was still laying on the boat, I heard the noise of like a jet ski coming over to me. And later I heard it because they were doing a head count and they realized they were missing somebody. So they ended up, I think they at first forgot about me, and then they're like, oh yeah, that kid. So then they just brought me back, and I was pretty mad. All the kids were looking at me after I came back, and they all looked like I just ruined their time. But like, excuse me, guys, I just got trapped out at sea, so it was insane coming back, and I hope I never have to go to that boat camp ever again. I hope that I will never have to go back there and never touch a sailboat or have to ride a sailboat ever again. So the day ended. Apparently, my brother said that his like chaperones, they were like playing Pokemon Go, while like him and like some other random kid on the boat had like were just completely lost and didn't know where to go. So yeah, my mom ended up giving those guys a nice good old chat about. Ended up giving the camp a nice good old chat about how she's threatening to sue them. So that was interesting. So yeah, I told my mom I didn't feel safe, and then I didn't go back. So yeah, good for me. Never went back to boat camp, and that's why I hate boats really badly. I hate everything about boats. I didn't go back. There was a whole week, and I just didn't go that whole week, and I was really happy. First of all, I didn't have to go to that summer camp, and second of all, I could just stay home and play video games, which was the exact opposite of what my mom wanted me to do. But why not? And now, a bunch of years later, I just flame the camp for being a terrible camp on a YouTube video. Everything is awesome. Oh no. Not this time though. What the? What the? Okay. Yeah, you better die. He's going back on, isn't he? Dang, bro. So yeah, that's the story about boat camp, guys. It was definitely an interesting experience going to boat camp, and that's why I completely hate boats nowadays, and I'm completely traumatized by the time I did have a boat camp. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. If you did enjoy, make sure I don't know, you can do you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.